was looking at a lot of different lessons of strength that I've learned over my life, not just from coaches and mentors, but everybody that I've encountered. And one of the greatest lessons of strength, just in general, has come from my sister. So I want to give you just a little story and a little backstory on this. So I grew up with, it was me, my parents, and my sister. So it was the two of us. She's 2.5 years older than me. And she, for lack of a better term, now she's my best friend. I absolutely love her to death. We are so close. I feel very blessed, very privileged that I have such a close relationship with my sister. And growing up, she's the most competitive person I've ever met in my entire life. I could tell you stories and stories of us playing different sports, and I'll leave those for another time. But she would get so pissed off if I beat her at anything. She just was upset if anybody beat her at anything. She was so competitive. She always wanted to be, the best and do her best. That's why she was an amazing athlete. She was player of the year in college for softball. She was the captain of her team in high school, college, so on and so forth. She excelled in numerous different things and graduated with, a double major in college from education, secondary education. I forget, I'm butchering the other one right now, but she has always been just that ultra competitive person that I know. Now, a lot of other people know how caring that she is as well. And that's why she is an amazing teacher. She's been a teacher for almost 20 years in special education. And just every single person that works with her or students that have her absolutely love her. It's no secret of that. She absolutely excels at that job. But another thing that she was always passionate about was music. She absolutely loved music. Growing up, she had, 1.5 billion CDs. I remember when I was moving back from Florida, coming back to New York, and I was driving the whole way by myself. And I remember the best gift that I got was a day before I left, my sister burned me. I remember burning CDs. She burned me like 15 CDs. And it was the best gift ever because every time I was just putting it into my CD player, this is back in like 2006, it was a new mix and just every song flowed from one thing to another. And I remember that trek up up 95 North that whole way because I just got to listen to all this music that my sister gave to me, and it was a blast. So she was always a huge music person. So one time she said she was really curious about DJing, and she got a job with a company, just started kind of learning the business a bit, and then she wanted to go out on her own and start her own business. And I remember this really vividly. She called me up and she was kind of asking like, hey, what do you think of this? Like, I'm thinking of leaving this company and starting my own DJ business. And to be honest, in my own mind and where my head was at, and I was very close-minded, I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea. Because I was so under the impression of you need to serve one master. It's like she was a full-time teacher. That's your main job. Like to have a second position on the side, like it's going to just split your time so much. You can get burned out. It's like, I don't think it's a great idea. But at the end, I was like, do what you feel is best. She's still my sister. I want her to do what she feels is best. But in my head, I was like, I don't know. I was manager of a club at a time. And that was my 80 hours a week. I wasn't doing anything else. So I couldn't even imagine doing something else in my own life. So I think I kind of brought my own bias into that. But sure enough, she started her own business and started working it step by step. And she gave so much of her time at the beginning of opening this business. I remember she DJ'd free events at my gym that I was managing, probably over a dozen times over a couple years. I mean, just gave her time so freely to me, just wanting to put herself out there, just to play music for people, just to, enhance the experience of what she was doing. And then she started to slowly grow her business a little bit at a time. And all of a sudden, she built this incredible powerhouse of a business with a full staff, while maintaining her full-time teaching job, never losing an ounce of passion in that. And after seeing her build this business, I was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. And in my head still, I'm like, how do you mix both of these energies in one life.